Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Stocked Up live stream. Let's go. The bell just rang. Stocks have been recovering back up a little bit this morning. It's been kind of wild to see. I'm so used to the selling pressure that to see a stock move up like this in pre-market's a pretty good sign. But I'm going to be watching the market very closely today. We're opening up right around where the market opened up on Friday, which is around some major resistance. I do have like 553 as well as 554. 30, pretty much just 554 as resistance here on the SPY coming up this morning. That's what I'm watching for. I want to see a good breakdown back towards 548.50 and then a subsequent break under there. I doubt we'll get that today though, given the movement back up. If we do drop, we'll probably just test that low from Friday. I'm not going to try to target too much under there today unless we see like a massive sell-off, but I don't think we will. What's going on though, guys? Let me know in the comments what you guys are watching. God, my computer just is so laggy lately. What's up, V, Mason, So You, Lefty, Huncho, Mando, Outlaw, Ariel, what is up? What is up? Let's go. Because it's gonna be a bull week. Ooh, I hope so. I don't mind either way. We'll follow the money, but not bad. Hell yeah. What's up, Mason? Hope you're having a good morning, too. Played some golf this morning, huh? Performance bartending said good morning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So you. KO. Charlie. What's up, guys? Charlie. I love that name. You guys ever watch Garantham? Man. That guy on there, Charlie, that he brings on is so funny. Mason said no golf this morning at 2:50. What? What are you saying, Mason? Can I get a drink? Hell yeah, Jason. Come on over, I'll pour it up. Oh yeah, Garantham's awesome, Steven. Oh yeah. He's got some good videos. Guy knows how to do them. He listens to the right people, that's for sure. Oh, you're going at 2:50. Oh, my bad. I meant did you golf over the weekend? My bad. What's up, Jason? Ah, this dad advice. Oh yeah, that's a fun segment. The end of all those videos. Man, so far this morning, we're not seeing the best movement out there. Slight drops. Man, QQQ, right on resistance, fell back off. SPY, same story. Right on that resistance, fell back off again. Surprise, surprise. How'd you guys like that news with Joe Biden yesterday? I'm not trying to get too political, but, you know, the guy's dropping out, so... It's funny. I think it's kind of funny anyways. You know, just what? 2 to 3 weeks ago, everybody was like, hell yeah, Biden, Biden, Biden. Now they're all like, replace him, replace him, replace him. He was fit 3 weeks ago. Now he's not fit out of nowhere, so that's kind of funny. I guess it's just because CNN started saying so, you know. It made it true. 553 resistance on the SPY. Keep watching. I don't think anybody's very surprised, though, by what happened. I think just about everybody knew it was coming. He done the right thing. I agree, Jason. I agree. He is doing the right thing. It's funny, though, how much pressure and how long it took to do the right thing that everybody knew was the right thing since 2017. That's the best part. Trump's tactic worked. It's because he's scared to do a one-on-one in golf. That's awesome. Yeah, I agree, Steven. Love him or hate him, it's just time. Watching SPY come back this morning, getting a good pop towards 553 again. At first, we were rejecting at the beginning of the opening bell. Now we are actually ripping up, making new highs of the day today. Hell yeah, I love to hear that. I love that. Wow. This is awesome. Man, ripping back up, 553.22. Yeah, gonna bring up the watch list here for sure. XPEV Neo is at the top. NIO, one of the best stocks out there for the China EV sector. LI's popping off too. I don't know what's up with those, but not bad by the Chinese EV companies. XPEV moving as well. XPEV has the flying cars. Don't know if you guys have ever seen those or not. Here, look at this. XPEV flying car. Look at the images here. That's wild, isn't it? I mean, they actually made one. Like, look at this thing. Like, they actually have one. It's not just a concept. Well, it's a concept, but, you know, they're actually making a real concept. They're not just drawing a concept. It's not like a drawing concept, anyways. Very interesting, though. Those stocks are popping off on the watch list. Nvidia's at the top as well, 2.9%. Let me check out AMD. Someone's asking for support and resistance. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm back, baby. I paid off 18K in debt. Now I'm ready to trade again. Whoa, 18K in debt. Nice, Darth. I actually, you know the funny shit, Darth. Now, this is kind of funny. I still have that reminder in my phone about you. I still have it. It's set for September 2nd, 2024. It says Darth's debt. That's funny, Darth. I had that written down to remind you. I've seen that in my reminders for the past couple months, and I was laughing the whole time. I was like, I wonder if he'll really do it or not. That's funny. Good job, Darth. Yeah, my goal was to have it paid by September. Okay, yeah, that's why I had that in there. I remember, though, I remember talking about that, and I was sitting there like, man, that's been so long. Was waiting for it to hit. I was very focused and motivated, so I have done 2 months early. Very nice. Man, AMD chopping around. Tried to run up at open, falling back off. Nvidia, same deal. Had a nice pop at open. Overall, it's a good move, but over the past minute, it's been pulling back. We're going to get a lot of volatility like this around open, probably. Let's check on Penn Gaming. That could be a fun sector today, like the casino stocks. Looking at MGM. Darth said, too bad I missed an incredible 6 months of trading, though. Yeah, for real. There's been a lot of gains to be had over the past 6 months, especially just buying and holding. You know, even that's been amazing here in the short term. Waking and baking? What? Waking and banking. I see. That's funny performance. It's earnings season, Darth. Yes, it is. It's earnings season. Don't forget about the big earnings this week, guys. We have the poll going. Don't forget to vote up in that. 26 total votes. What's your favorite earnings this week? Is it Tesla, Google, Chipotle, or another one? If it's another one, comment in the comments. Let me know what you're looking at on the earnings. Tesla levels, Samuel asked. Let's see. TSLA popping off. You got to watch 250. Right around where Tesla is right now on the chart. 250 will be huge. Crap, I got to open up my setup. Hang on. I had to reopen the book map here. Give me one sec. Wait for it to come up. Come on, Tessie, let's get it. Here we go. We're loading Tesla now. There we are. 252 as resistance past 250. There is some resistance around 251 as we can see on the chart here, but I really like 252 a lot better. Pretty big level there. 252 is a pretty big resistance I've had plotted for a while. Also, fairly big level from the past couple weeks. So I'll be looking for a good breakthrough of that. Man, that's weird to say. Adding keys to my portfolio today, Philippines said. Nice. I've never looked at keys. Let's go check out keys. KEYS, one I haven't really looked at. Keysight Technology. Sounds like a war type of stock. Or something for cybersecurity. Probably something that takes advantage of that bad IT stuff last week. They manufacture electronics, test, and measurement equipment and software. Huh. Yeah, don't know too much about this company. It's a pretty weird setup this stock's been in. Weird, like, little trend here in the short term. This isn't going to be perfect here, but... let's clone this, see what we got going on the downside. Yeah, nothing too crazy there. Interesting stock, though. I'm done trading for the day. Hey, Sean D's already out of here. Made a good 750. Love swing trading. Nice, Sean. Glad your swing trading is going well for you. That's good to hear. Love to hear that. Let's bring up Tesla Neo XPEV. Let's look at Tesla on the daily again. Zoom in a bit. We talked about that mother of all trend lines. Tesla broke up through there in July. July is now almost over, actually. I'm sure a lot of people are like, hey, what's going on, July? Hell yeah, I'm looking to trade options on SPY like a week or two out. I'm thinking 445 puts, 726. 445 puts for 726. Let's see. Hang on. You mean 545 puts, right? You better be meaning 545 puts, Darth. Let me know, though. If it is 445, I'm going to have to say a hell to the no. Also, okay, 726, I see. Yeah, I know it's not 445. How's VZ reacting to earnings, Steven said. Man, SPY's coming back up to resistance. Verizon's selling off a lot this morning. It's not really a stock that I've been too into or, you know, that I watch too often, but these stocks like Verizon and AT&T, I feel like, are becoming a little bit enticing to traders on these big dips that they've been having. A lot of traders are loving to see that. On Friday, Serve jumped from 2.65 to 5. I thought I missed it, then it dropped to 406, so I bought it at 406. Serve? Never even heard of this. Serve Robotics. Okay. You grabbed this at 406? Wow. Well, hey, great job for you grabbing it there. I don't know how much of it you got, but wow, what a run. Serve, S-E-R-V, Robotics. I mean, this looks like a pump and dump if I've ever seen one. I mean, I would definitely look to get out soon. I mean, if this just so happens to be a spot where it goes up to like, you know, 40 again or something, I think that would be pretty rare on a stock like this. This is like, wow. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be careful playing those, though. You're going to get burned on those more than you're going to win. I'll tell you. That's a tough one. Give me one moment, guys. Let me know what you're watching in the comment section, though. Let's see it. Oh man, I had to grab a quick drink. We are back. Yeah, Mason, Tesla's been insane. It's been the stock of the day, probably today. Up to 251, breaking 250 like it's nothing. Like I said, 252 is the next major level I have coming up. Hey, it's Got My Sneaks. What's up? Long time no see. Got My Sneaks. I need some new sneaks, apparently. I love that how Savage / I Am Serve is always hitting me up for those sneakers on the Discord. He's like, Tom needs to buy some new shoes. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's me cracking up. 1,000 shares on Serve. Okay. Yeah, nice gain, Philippines. Just, you know, that's a lot. That's a lot of shares. I would look to get out pretty soon, personally. Had a few minutes to hop in. Yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Palantir selling back off towards the bottom of the recent range. Going back to Tessie, it's now falling off a little bit. Got very close to 252, got to 251.50, and is now pulling back a bit. You can see on our 5-minute chart, it got pretty close. Yeah, I just ended up pulling out my old pair of Adidas shoes. I like those Yeezys. I wear some Yeezys of some kind. They look kind of like this. Kind of like this. They were a little expensive, but got them a while ago. Never really wore them. What did I miss? Mando said, are they comfy? Yes, that's the one really good thing about them, is that they are very comfy. Maybe one of the comfier shoes I've ever worn, actually. Get the Yeezy slides. Try some New Balance. I need some New Balance and some khaki shorts for my Corvette. With some long white socks as well. All right, Microsoft starting to break out a bit. Holding fairly high. It started to run a little bit. If it can hold above here, that'd be beautiful. Right around 442.60. We got very close to 444 on Microsoft. I guess everybody's into Tesla today, considering the earnings are coming out tomorrow. Probably going to drive in some buyers in the short term. They had good delivery numbers, remember? Or at least they were okay. I gotta see the deliveries. Hang on. Let's see. Yep. Here was the report back from July 2nd. Tesla shares soared 10% on better than expected Q2 deliveries. Yeah, pretty crazy delivery report there. Produced 410,000 vehicles. It beat Wall Street estimates, but was down from a year ago. I'm curious if the numbers will come in pretty good, though. It's going to be a big report. What do you guys think? We'll definitely have a poll tomorrow morning about Tesla, that's for sure. That is for certain. New Balance is Mike Tyson's favorite. Are there any free bot plays these days? There are. They're just far and few between. It has been a while, hasn't it? We're always updating the bots and stuff, so... We see some new updates come in soon. Gonna be looking at the SM bot coming up right now. See what we got going on the SM bot. Starting to... SM bot is down as of now. Should start posting now. Sometime soon. Yeah, it's getting fixed. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Sometimes the servers, especially coming off of a weekend, there could be all types of stuff that might have happened, like an update to something or etc. that might cause that. SM bots on the break. Yeah, young. Yeah, it's really coming off of weekends. You know, they might update something in the background, or a server got updated, or something, you know. Yeah, CrowdStrike. I saw someone say that. I was laughing. Yeah, hopefully it's not the CrowdStrike servers. For real. It probably was. I'm just kidding. Are there any free bot plays? Let's see. NBs are awesome. Man, I didn't know New Balances were that good. I thought it was always a joke. Yeah, CRWD really getting hit hard, Mason, for real. Thing is dying off. Look at the daily chart of CrowdStrike, guys. I'll tell you what, this is the fear right now. This is the fear. You know, a lot of stocks are in a similar situation to CrowdStrike. He said trading without SM bot is like playing golf without a yardage finder. Oh my gosh, Sean, seriously. About a week ago, my yardage finder, its batteries went out, and I keep a backup battery in my bag. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna throw my backup battery in. Threw that one in. That one was dead too. So I was like, oh man, you're kidding. I had to play around without it. It was very annoying. Very weird and annoying. CrowdStrike gonna get taken out back, yeah. But CrowdStrike's in a pretty similar situation to many stocks. Obviously, though, they had a bad piece of news that started to cause, like, the more massive sell-off. But CrowdStrike was one of those stocks this year that, you know, everybody was into. You know, this stock is, you know, I'm not going to say it's like Nvidia, but it was up there on potential. You know, it rose 327% since the lows of 23. The end of 2022 there. Like 327%. Yeah, not the best. Not the best to see it falling off as much as it is now. And, you know, on a charting perspective, we talk about this a lot, right? Some of these pullbacks are kind of normal, you know? See a stock break out like this, you know, pull back on a daily chart. Doesn't mean the overall uptrend's gone, but I know they have a bad piece of news hitting them, so it's accelerated things, but I'm kind of worried about a lot of other stocks doing the same thing. Obviously, though, like I said, the news is very particular with this one, but it is a worry. With everything being so high, if there's like a bad situation, we'll say, wouldn't be good. My yardage finder died for good not long ago. I have an app. It's not bad. Yeah, those apps aren't bad. That actually came in really clutch for me, Sean, whenever mine died. I have an app called The Grint that I love. You can, like, add your friends and do rounds together and advanced stats and all that crap. I know that there's more than one app out there. The most popular ones are Grint and 18 Birdies, I think, from what I've seen, but SM bot fired, Sean said. Hell yeah, let's get it. SM bot firing off Microsoft calls right now. Google calls. Let's go Google it. Google's actually holding up very well this morning around its highs of the day. I'd be careful longing it, though, till it starts to get another extension out. Looks like pretty big resistance here. But if you keep it on the keep it on the radar. Maybe try to play a little breakout. If it does start to run, maybe get like a little position like this going, like a little stop loss here. Not the best risk reward ever here on this setup, but I guess you could target a little more upside. Depends where you enter, though. You'd want to enter on the break, so somewhere like there. It's an okay setup. Brain said yardage find, or Brain said yardage finder out of battery. We had someone run out of battery on their night vision. Ooh, 10 kilometers from the headquarters. Oh man, they ran out of battery on their night vision. That sucks. That's a punishment coming there. Don't you guys bring backup batteries of that stuff? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I thought in the kit you'd have a bunch of batteries. Most of us do, but some don't test them before. Yeah. Kind of like what happened to my yardage finder, huh? Which Google do you watch? I normally look at GOOGL most of the time, but I think either one is fine, honestly. If you're looking for movement, either one will be fine for you. I think Goog is the one I play most of the options on, though. Yeah, most of the time I'm playing Goog, but... Sorry, I didn't mean to say Goog L. Either one will be okay, though. Just be careful of the volume on the options. You know, just be careful of that. Be careful of the spreads. Happens to the best of us, right? Yeah, it definitely can. Sean said GIN app is the one I use. Kind of cool. You can post your score right when you're done. Yeah, I actually use the GIN app as well. So my app, Grint, actually connects to the GIN app so that whenever I use Grint, it also posts to GIN with the advanced stats. Back, BAC. Oh, the bank's still selling down here. From July 18th, just last week on Thursday, we had a big money play on this one. Doing very well in the short term. The expiration's January 17th to 25. But starting to move very well today. That's a great move. Great move. Down 1.82%. Good red candle. Pretty good downside price action there on the banks. Let's check JP Morgan and the others. JPM. I am a little worried about this dip ending up getting bought up, but the good news is we're seeing a lot of selling across the board lately, so that's a good sign for the banks. It'll help. SPY's still coming back down today. Hit that resistance we had plotted around 554. Started falling back off. Oh yeah, Savage. You guys should be loving that one with BAC. Yeah, Mike, it's kind of weird how they do that. It's for like the voting rights for shareholders and stuff. It's gets a little you know, that'd actually be a really good question for Mike on the Q&A Wednesday if you're in there, Stone. He would love to talk about that one. Tripled my money on Serve, all the profits, and hold my shares a bit longer. Nice, Philippines. That was a nice play. I'm not going to say I necessarily agree with playing these stocks too often here, but great job buying this one and selling it where you did. Hell yeah, hold some of those shares a little bit more. Nice. Sell some profits and hold a little bit more. Nice, yeah. Good job scaling out. Ha, Cornish posted some corn and said fresh from the garden. Man, Sean, what kind of corn are you growing? That looks like some of the, like, thickest kernel corn I have ever laid eyes on, Sean. That one on the bottom left, what the? Here, guys, like, I normally wouldn't do this, but I gotta, like, look at this corn that Sean made. Like, how do you even get corn that have kernels that thick? Like, that is, he's feeding the corn some steroids. What does support look like on NVIDIA? Let's see, Jeanette. NVDA coming up. Let's check on some news this morning, though. Oh. I found out why Bank of America's fallen so much. Holy shit. Warren Buffett trims Bank of America stake for the first time since 2019. Warren Buffett taking some profits on Bank of America. Sold 33.9 million shares of Bank of America in separate sales on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Shit. An average selling price of $43.56. Wow, well, I know why they dropped now. Man. This news came out like 10 minutes, 20 minutes before the market opened. Berkshire. Even with the sale, Bank of America remains Berkshire's second largest equity position after Apple, holding 999 million shares. What? They hold 999 million shares with a market value of $43 billion. Berkshire is still Bank of America's largest shareholder with a 10.8% stake in the company. Holy shit. 999 million shares. That is just wild to say. It says here they could obviously take more profits. Well, yeah. That's how it goes when your last name's Cornish. Hey, Savage coming in with the dubs. Big money play. Let's go. Got myself sweet little Palantir put. Hell yeah, Savage. I love to hear that. Let's go. The S3MU generated 580 in profits. Very nice, Savage. I saw you talking about that yesterday. Very nice, man. Dubs in the chat for you. Of course, thank you for the super. Make sure you guys are also voting up in the poll if you haven't done so yet today. 47 total votes. What's your favorite earnings of the week? Figured it would be Tesla. Dinner at Cornish's, some corn on the cob and steaks. Don't tempt me. I'll show up at his front door. Philippines got Ethereum at 3,050 a while back. I find Ethereum the better play than Bitcoin for buy low, sell high types of plays. It could be better. Let's go look at the percentages here. It's really just about percentages. You know, that's the big thing, right? So since the beginning of the year, how much has Ethereum popped? Let's see. Ethereum's up around 54% from the beginning of the year. Bitcoin, since the beginning of the year, is up around 57%. So I got to go with Bitcoin here. You might like Ethereum better, but looks like the percentages are around the same on the movement nonetheless, at least for now. Maiden said, bro, I had my flights booked for the 4th. My friend's brother got in a fight with his girlfriend, so I had nowhere to stay. $1,100 for flights because it was last minute. So honestly, not too mad. Would rather plan it out and pay half that. Same, man. Can I check if SLV is still in the big money play? Sure, I'll check. I'll almost guarantee that they are, but I'll still check. No problem. Okay. Let me see if I can pull it up here. There we go. Go to the daily. Yep, they're still in. You can tell where they entered here with that big volume hit. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Yeah, at the bottom here where my cursor is, you can see that volume hit up. And then the open interest, which is the blue line here, shoots a lot higher, holds higher. So that shows you that they are still into the silver big money play. It does suck that the silver play is falling off as much as it is in the short term. There's still plenty of time left on this, though. Plenty of time left. They did go with the 25 strike for a reason, but that is a pretty bad pullback nonetheless. I'm watching this channel very closely here on silver. Looks like it's actually pretty close to bouncing off that channel again on this downtrend. So if it were to like hold this support and hold this trend here, that would actually be really good for the next couple days if it started to recover back up. And I could see that. I could actually see that being a decent opportunity and decent play here. This is a major support. I will say if this $26 support starts to give out, I'll get pretty worried about this silver play in the short term. It does have till November, though. That's the main thing with this one. You got to give it time. Mason posted up his San Diego trip. That's funny. Yeah, it was supposed to be 3 weeks ago. Damn. The 4th of July, Demure. Yeah, 4th of July. Sean said, back in college, I had dinner at Cornish's for all 4 majors on Sunday. Then after we'd go play, it was quite the tradition. That sounds really awesome, Sean. I would love that. Trump considering adding Bitcoin to the U.S. Treasury if elected? Oh. That's why it's so positive for Trump with Bitcoin lately, huh? That must be why. I know he said a lot of positive things about Bitcoin lately, but I didn't know he said that. No problem, V. I appreciate you. Sebastian says CrowdStrike book map. Let's look at CrowdStrike on the chart. Falling off significantly right around the lows of yesterday. Fell under there ever so slightly. Let's bring up the book map for it, though. Hey, CRWD. There we go. I typed too quick. The program couldn't even pick it up. Yeah, it looks like CrowdStrike just hit some support around 265. Yeah, 260 as well. Not too bad. Here's what we look like, though, on the book map. 260 is the next major level under here. There's a little bit of minor spots at, like, every whole dollar mark, but I don't want to just name off all those because it's kind of redundant, I guess. CrowdStrike looks like it found a bit of a bottom here over the past few minutes. Doesn't mean it's going to hold up as the bottom today, but just be wary of that. It's fallen so much, it probably will get a little choppy. All right, SM Bot, coming back for you here. SM Bot calling out Comcast, CMSCA. Man, CMSCA puts, I see. Massive sell-off this morning, making a new low of the day as we speak. CRM calls, though. Salesforce popping off today. Wow. Good to see that. Maybe they're doing well with with CrowdStrike's issues. Got HE on the bot as well. Hawaiian Electric. You guys remember this stock? Didn't it go wild with all that Hawaiian news? Was that back in 23? Yeah, look at that. How HE tanked off. Man. Don't you guys remember all that back then with Hawaii and all the lasers and the fire and all that stuff? Everyone said there was like lasers going on. It's kind of weird there. We get a Lily book map. Sure, yeah, I just checked out Crowd, which is good. Watching 260 and 265 as supports on CrowdStrike. Let's look at LLY. By request here. By Young Mill. What's up, Jane? Looking at 860? Yeah, I know that theory, Mando. Yep. I know what you're talking about. What's your opinion on end phase? Yeah, look at 860 on LLY, though. Pretty big area today. What's my opinion on end phase? You know, I really like end phase for short-term price action, as in, like, little swings up off support here and there. Whenever it starts to run, it usually runs pretty well. On this current setup with end phase, I'm watching it very closely. I would not be surprised to see it continue to... Well, I messed up that line. I would not be surprised to see it continue to trade a little bit lower, down towards, like, make a little lower high and then come back. Obviously, the timing of this will be pretty important, but I'm really watching this support range coming up down here between, like, 85 and 92 is kind of what I'm watching for. Gonna look to catch that on a nice bounce down there at the bottom. If it doesn't bounce and it just starts moving here, obviously there's going to be potential there too, but I will be watching for that move to the lower support down there from where we are now. I do like this support that I'm circling as well. Pretty good. You know, you can see multiple bounces around that area. past couple of months. But I have a feeling it'll chop around a little bit longer here in this setup before starting to truly break out. But I'll keep it on the radar next couple weeks. It is one of my favorite stocks, but of course it's hard to follow every single one. 115 sitting on ZOM. Pretty good intraday support today. The oil stocks continue to trend lower. I thought oil might pick up a bit today with all this Israel news that came out over the weekend. Looking at crude oil futures, they were actually selling off Friday into today. So it makes sense for ZOM to be down. Although it's not the best sign. Should think Benson's looking at Nvidia here. Pretty good day overall, I'd say. Recovered up in a good way. Right now, the price action's pretty much nothing. I would say, if anything, it almost looks like it's going to consolidate and try to run lower. But I'm going to keep watching it today for more upwards potential. If it can get back above like 123 and hold up with some good momentum, I'll be looking for a move up towards this resistance at like 124.50. Could be a nice like 1 point pop there on this if you're looking to get a breakout going. The RR probably wouldn't be the best. The stop would probably have to be extended out a bit, but hey, beautiful, Jane. I'm glad to hear you're making good decisions out there. Let's go. That's the name of the game out there. In the market. Great job, Jane. I'm getting better at taking losses like a big girl. Wow. My only issue is when I see a lot in a row, it can mess with my mentality. Yeah, beautiful, Jane. Nice. Well, I want to get to the point where I can swing trade confidently and profitably. Yeah, and that's going to be... It's going to be tough, Jane. You know, swing trading can be a little bit tough. I will say this, with swing trading, just keep in mind that, you know, the trades are going to be a little bit more drawn out. So a loss might feel like a little bit worse than like if you were day trading 4 times and you lost twice. If you're swing trading 4 times and you lose twice, it feels a lot worse because it might be like 2 weeks to like a month worth of time just for that play. But just realize the percentages. You know, like let's say you have like a 60% win rate, for example. Like let's say you have something like that, Jane. Now I'm not saying that's what you have, but let's say that that is what you have. You know, there's still stats out there like, you know, on a 60% win rate, you're going to lose 5 times in a row. Like what, 2 times out of 100 or something? You know, it's out there, you know, but it's gonna, there's still gonna be weird, variants like that. Yeah, exactly, Jay. It can just be a little bit. Just make sure, you know, make sure you're mentally ready for that. And we talk about that a lot, but you can do every single thing right as a trader. The setup could be right. The risk reward could be right. And, you know, you could still end up losing on the play. And that's something that just happens naturally. And I know you know that. We talk about that a lot, but I'm mainly just saying it for anybody out there who's listening in, who might be newer, trying to find profitability out there. Demir says, I'm actually considering going to my financial advisor sometime in a couple weeks. Wow. Okay. Sounds pretty good, Demure. Most of the time, financial advisors, they don't really get too much into like individual stocks and stuff from what I've seen. Normally, they just try to get you into some nice, safe fun for the long term, which honestly is a pretty smart way to go. You're already doing IRAs and stuff, right, Demure? Or do you not? Because I'll bet you that they're going to get you into an IRA, at least. Pretty easy when you just do that for the long term. Every trade is its own instance. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Jane. Exactly. Really smart thinking there, Jane. Yes, that's really smart that you said that. It's its own instance. That shows me that you really understand that, which is good. And hopefully a lot of other people out there understand that as well. Like, each trade is its own instance. It's not like, you know, oh my gosh, on my last trade, my stop hit at 20%. Now I have to adjust it. You know, don't say that. Good job, though, Jane. Brain time up 67% on Tellurian. Demir says, I haven't started an IRA yet. Yeah, I'll bet that if you go talk to a financial advisor like that, Demir, they're probably going to tell you to get onto a Roth IRA. They're probably going to have you trying to put the max in there that you can. And they'll probably show you some charts and stuff that over the long term, like, this will be the amount of money you're at with growth and etc. Mason said that's how gambling is too. At the casino, people don't understand that. They say, I'm due. No, you're not. I like that, Mason. I'm due to win this hand, I swear. I'm going all in. I'm not gambling. It's called options trading, and it's classy, Demir said. Oh, yeah, Jane, we've talked about that before. Thinking in bets. Yeah, we've talked about that. That's actually a pretty good, sounds like a pretty good book there, Jane. I like the way he says that, though. Thinking in bets. That's a good way to think about it. A lot of the same things apply, that's for sure. Come on, Spy, quit chopping around. Every time we get a good move in pre-market, the Spy just chops around the next day. All right, SM bot, here we go. Got CRM calls on the bot. Moving up to 250. Starting to break out above there very well today. Up to 253. Man, getting close to big resistances, but that 250 break. Hey, what's up, guys? I am back. I am back. Don't worry. What's up, guys? Man, whatever they're doing to, like, fix whatever, they need to quit doing it at 8 in the morning, you know? Now they're after me. Yeah. God forbid I post up the Corvette. God forbid I post it, right? Got the music going. Yeah, it's that sticker, Mason. Seriously. It's just in the background. Hey, to be fair, I didn't put that sticker there, so I can't say it was me, but I'm not saying I don't like it though. I traded AMD and Microsoft at the open dip and then SPY and QQQ for the last few dollars of profit. Nice, Jane. Trade AMD and Microsoft on the opening dip. So you bought the dip back up. Nice. On that opening move, because there were some pretty good opening moves there. Microsoft as well. Let's see that one. Oh, yeah. Pretty good. Microsoft's actually holding its ground. We drew out that little support earlier. It's actually holding on it pretty well here. Like to see that for the potential of another run. Yeah. Pretty insane, though. Yeah, Microsoft looks good for a swing trade. Not gonna lie, Jane said. For a swing for multiple days or just like an intraday one? Honestly, both aren't bad. That daily support it just bounced off of was pretty crucial. Starting to come back very well. Starbucks is interesting here. Several traders are looking at Starbucks, Jane said. Yeah, I was just looking at Starbucks here myself. Yeah, she was, Demir. She was, actually. She was happy of that. She don't even know who Elliot is, but she saw it moving and was happy, nonetheless. Outlaw said I had 4 calls on NVIDIA 130 calls for this Friday. Hey, nice. I'm glad you got some profits on those, Outlaw. You own them at 55 cents. Uh-oh. That could have gotten bloody if it went the wrong way today. Woo! I guess that's how she said it, Demir. I'm out of the market for the day, so I'm just watching and hanging out. Sounds good, Jane. Why is Starbucks interesting to me? Tom, Mando said. You know, I really like it for the long term, Mando. I really like their business for the long term. I think that the price point right now is an okay price point. I don't think that it's like the best price point ever, but I don't think it's the worst either. And I'm just a big fan of averaging into this one, you know, just slowly but surely. Averaging into this stock is one that I'm a really big fan of doing. I know some people don't love Starbucks, and I mean, that's fine. You know, some people find certain investments better than others, right? But I know a lot of people out there, you know, they don't like... Starbucks is easy to hate on. You know, it's one of those things, it's like Five Guys. You know, it's like, oh, it's too expensive. I'm never buying it. You know, it's easy to grouch about. You know, very easy. Like, super easy to grouch about. But, do people still buy coffee? Yeah. Yeah. They do. I'll show you guys this, and I don't want you guys to tell anybody, though, because this is a picture from Yang here in his articles. Looking at the 5-year price targets on Starbucks here. On the bear case for 5 years, his price target's right around 72.89. On the base, we're looking at 113. That's a pretty good number. On the bull case, we're looking at 155. And that's if, you know, the revenue growth stays around 6% on the base, profit margins. You guys can see what the Yang here entered, or Hunter, into the growth cases here. You know, and you can see the bear, base, and bull. This is for a 5-year price target. I really like this. I think that as long as it's somewhere between bear and base or higher, looks pretty good. I love their business. I think Starbucks is a fantastic business. I don't think that they'll be going down anytime soon. That doesn't mean that the stock price can't drop, but I think it's a stock that could actually have some resiliency. Look at how Starbucks actually has a strong negative correlation to the SPY. So generally, this is a stock that might be rotated into. So what have we been seeing over the past year? We've been seeing tech stocks kill it, and we've been seeing these slower type of, I guess, for the lack of better words, I'll call it a worse stock. Okay, trend lower, right? We've been seeing a lot of these less popular stocks trend lower, right? This will be a good one that if we do start to see money rotating out of tech, this would be a great one to possibly hold and, you know, be one of those stocks that might have some resiliency during a market downtrend. And we can see that with the strong negative correlation. But very interesting with Starbucks. It's a pretty good company in my opinion. I like it for the long term. I'll keep averaging into it. So will the girlfriend. And it'll just be a nice, solid, long-term type of play. Jane says, when my trading floor expires, I'll buy the other subscription. I would use that more than I do the bots. Okay, Jane, sounds good. Yeah, it's only $30 a month, really. You know, I always say this, like, if you're looking to buy for the long term, just buy it for a month. You know, ask Yang or Hunter all the questions you need. And then, you know, if you want to keep using it after that month, drop it. But, you know, if you're going to be buying long-term stocks, I think it's worth it to get that extra look at those stocks for you. So if anybody else out there is wondering, it is only $30 a month. So if you're ever interested in that, let me know and check out this link I'm sending in the chat. Hey, I appreciate that, Jane. Wants to keep it to support us. Thank you, Jane. Appreciate that. There's only good things coming in the future. Let's see. Mando said, thanks, Tom. Probably be averaging in with partial buys. Nice. Amazon needs to decide what it wants to do. Mike Stone said, Amazon better make up its mind, huh? Let's see. Bounce around 180. That's a major support. 182 is pretty good as well. Bob A said, so this is included in the Deep Value Club, Tom. Yes, this is right here. So you'll actually get access to this dashboard. So if you're looking for stocks for the long term, the Deep Value Club is really awesome for you. You can look at the revenues for businesses, all the fundamentals you want. You can click the down arrows. You know, you can change these. Like, let's say I want to change interest expenses here to EBITDA. There you go. If I want to change it to, let's say, gross profit ratio and then free cash flow, or I want to do like interest income and free cash flow. You know, you can see all of these right here. You can change it from a quarterly to an annual view. Pretty cool. Go back to quarterly. But, you know, you can see all the statements for all the fundamentals for the businesses that you're looking at. See all their revenue. You know, again, we can see the quarterly view or the annual view. Either one. Some of my favorite stuff is actually when we go to the calculator. You can calculate out your own 5-year price targets, which is pretty sick. Or 10-year targets, whatever you want to do. Pretty neat there. See the smart money. You can see all the insider trades. It's a pretty cool program. You know, Hunter or Yang put a ton of time into developing this. And you also get access to the Deep Value Club on Discord, which includes all of these articles like this, where Hunter talks all about Starbucks. And actually, if we go back to the articles, there's actually a ton of them here. He just came out with a new one. Dangers of managed funds. Wall Street professionals get amateur returns. It was a very good read, showing how most funds don't even outperform the market, and you have to pay fees to most of those funds too. So, you know, most of the time you can just buy like SPY and beat the funds, but interesting. You know, a lot of articles here for longer term stuff. But yeah, just check that out. It's the Deep Value Club. You can ask him questions in Discord in your own private chat as well. It's pretty cool. I don't think enough people use that in Discord. You could literally hop in there and ask Hunter or Yang, like, hey, give me some 5-year price targets on this. I'm curious what you think it'll be like in 5 years. You know, maybe just something like that. Ask him what he thinks of the companies, you know, do a deep dive on it for you. It's a good value. For only $30 a month, I think it's actually the best value out there. QQQ. Moving towards the high of day. Jane said it's true. My sister is very wealthy, and I talked her into managing her own money. She was so happy she did. Yeah, the fees can be insane, Jane. It's terrible sometimes. Bob A said, I thought it was $150 a month. So, Bob, $150 a month is what you'll get if you want to see all the bots and the day trades and everything like that. That's a totally separate thing called the trading floor. Check out the link I'm sending right here. Yeah, that's the trading floor. Come on, QQQ, let's get it. Let's go back to the stocks here. We're looking at Tesla. Well, trying to look at Tesla. Trading View must be lagging on me. Coming back up off the dip with Tessie. Maybe gonna push and test 250 again. That would be nice. Let's see if some sellers came back in at 250. Yes, they did. They're after him again. Yeah, I know, right? They are. NVIDIA put a large strike into Serve. That's why it's doing so well. NVIDIA put a large stake into Serve? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. No wonder it's popping off so much. What's that other company that popped off like last week that people were talking about? NVIDIA did something with another one recently too. Maybe it was like ServiceNow or something. No, maybe it wasn't. It's hard to say on TradingView. Yeah, I don't think it was this one. No, I didn't mean that, man. Oh, I didn't know you said that earlier, Mando. I know we were talking about Serve. I didn't know that that was the reason why, though. Okay, I must have missed that. 1.47% though, either way today. On the QQQ. Approaching that high of day. Watch it for a potential break. NVIDIA is right there as well. A lot of these stocks are sitting at that high of day. Be nice to see some better price action here. Apple's doing nothing. SOUN Soundhound. Let's see, Oscar. SOUN. Pretty interesting. Big support in the short term, right around this like 485, 490 mark. Sitting just under $5 today. It's not looking the best in my opinion. Soundhound. I haven't looked at this one in a little while. Pretty interesting though. Just pretty choppy, I'd say. Normally, I feel like they have better price action than that when I'm looking at them. Most of the time, anyways. Brain said, isn't it the China chip announcement that's lifting Nvidia today? Yeah, you're talking about the what's it called? The Blackwell AI, I think it was. Let me check. Yeah. Okay, so Blackwell AI, yeah, they're developing a new Chinese version. I mean, that's good. Every single time there's something coming out about the chips and China and, you know, trying to ban them or slow down the sales to them or whatever, it's kind of a pain in the ass. They just end up getting around it right away. So with this, it looks like they're going to develop a new chip for it. But, you know, something that I talked about with Mike in the background. Now, we didn't say this publicly, I don't think, but whenever you're looking at this and you're looking at this whole situation with the chips, it's kind of like, well, hey, can't they just go buy chips? Like, let's say Saudi Arabia, someone's living there and they want to buy a bunch of chips. You know, they're going to buy a bunch from Nvidia and import them. What's stopping them from importing them then just reselling them right away to China? You know, I mean, I could see that being a thing that happens quite a bit. Honestly, it's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts, but I don't know. I don't think they'll ever really stop it. Obviously, it makes it harder, but you know, like, let's be real here. Like, if China wants the chips, man, they're gonna get the chips. You know, they're gonna get the chips. Isn't the Nvidia chip announcement? I'm not sure, but they said they'll be able to sell this chips into China, so that's a huge market they reopened. Yeah, the thing is, China's still been getting chips. It's not like, you know, it's just gonna totally stop. It's just certain ones. Supplier has to receive and customer and end use information. Yeah, that's the process. Yeah, and I feel like they could easily somehow still get around it, but
like fireflies on a still summer night.
yeah, to a PO box. I see. Choppy, no trades today for Mando. Going to head off and study. Good luck, everyone. Hey, sounds good, Mando. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for being here this morning. Of course, thank you all for joining up. Even the lurkers out there who haven't said anything today, thank you too. Appreciate you. As always, really enjoy doing this with you guys, so thank you for being here. Looking at AMD, it's quadruple topping. We're seeing a lot of stocks at that high a day. Double topping. SPY is almost perfectly double topping. Right around 554.40. I mean, it's almost to the cent. Within just a couple cents on SPY. Which is pretty good considering it's a $500 stock. Man, I'm curious. So what do you guys think is going to happen with this whole Biden situation? Is he going to, like, end up resigning, or is he just stepping down? Oh, wow. McDonald's to extend their $5 meal deal. There we go. Delta cancels hundreds of flights and struggle to recover from Microsoft outage. Oof. Canceled 4,600 flights from Friday to Sunday. Wow. That's terrible here. Hundreds of complaints filed with our department. Oh, no. I have made it clear to Delta that we expect the airline to provide prompt refunds to customers who chose to call off their trips because of the disruptions, as well as timely reimbursements for food and overnight hotel stays to consumers affected by the delays and cancellations. Damn. Who talked about this? Pete? They say right here, Buttigieg said, but then they don't mention him here. Oh, here he is. All the way up there, they mention him. Yeah, Pete Buttigieg. I thought that's who they meant. He's the travel secretary. Jason said no reason for him to resign. Is there not, Jason? Like, let's be real here. If he's too unfit to be the president during this election and to go through the election cycle, I guess the argument is he too unfit now to be the president? I mean, that's a very good argument. I don't know. It's one you got to ask yourself, I guess. There's going to be a lot of different answers there depending on which side of the aisle you align on. I can tell you that, but it'll be I don't know. If he's not going to run because he's too unfit to run, isn't he too unfit? Yeah, I don't know. I'll just let it be. It's not my spot to say it anyways, or to pick it. That's Biden's own decision. That's a bad argument? I mean, I don't think it's a bad argument, but... yeah, like Sean said, was he really ever fit? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Probably when he was younger. I don't know about when he finally got in, though. Six months versus 4.5 years is a big difference. Yeah, it is. It definitely is, Mike. It definitely is a big difference. But I do see the argument, though. I see both sides. I see both on that one. It could be possible, Lefty, but from what we've seen, I think that from what we've been seeing, I think that we're starting to understand the truth. I think, Lefty. I think that's really the big thing. You know, I think people are starting to really see it. Have you bought any ops today? Any ops? Come on, Tessie, let's go. I like the intraday setup on Tesla, though, nonetheless. I like the way it's holding this 248 support. Looks pretty decent. Yeah, true that, Sean. I feel that. I feel that statement, that's for sure. Carl said my local Brookshire's grocery store was closed because of the CrowdStrike thing. Really? Wow, that's terrible. I can't believe how many outages it's affected when I started looking into it. So many. Starbucks is coming back? How much? Oh, wow. Quite a bit. Yeah, coming back quite well. I like it too, sports. Great comeback today. I don't think it'll come back all day. I think that we'll see some more chop here, but it looks pretty fire as of now. Yeah, for real, Sean. One little one outage happens with one company and so much stuff gets disrupted. It's like, yeah, imagine if there was actually something real bad that went on, Sean. Seriously. Seriously. Imagine. Too much uncertainty in the charts. Darth said, I love Biden so much. He's done such a great job. Damn, Darth. Darth's coming out here saying how he really feels. No, I'm just kidding, Darth. Normally, we don't get people picking or saying stuff like that, but... Everybody's got their own thing, you know? I can't believe I missed the put on CrowdStrike. CRWD. I should have read that before I said it out loud. Yeah, I didn't know if you were or not, Darth, but just to keep it classy, I'm just not gonna reply. We'll go look at Ford real quick here. Ticker symbol F, bouncing around $14. Not the best stock in the short term. They're going to have earnings this week is why I brought them up. General Motors is going to be reporting tomorrow morning. Ford will be reporting Wednesday and after hours with Chipotle. Get ready, though. Tomorrow, Tesla, Google, Enphase, Visa. Pretty big coming up tomorrow. Jason said, Tom, I guess you're too young to remember Ronald Reagan's last 4 years. You know, I heard that Ronald Reagan fell asleep quite a bit, but other than sleeping, I've heard he was pretty coherent and stuff, at least. But you're right. You're right. I actually didn't witness it at all myself. Because I did actually say that to my dad one time, Jason. It was kind of funny. Me and my dad were talking, and he was talking about Biden, and I said, well, Dad, what's up with Ronald Reagan falling asleep all the time? I was like, because I told my dad, I said, Dad, we got to get these damn old people out of here. I was like, Dad, I'm kind of sick of all the old guys. And I said, you know, Trump is Trump, but still, even he's old. You know, I'm glad that his mind's going good, but he's old, you know? Who knows when it's going to finally go? You know, hell, there needs to be some type of cutoff or something. But yeah, I was talking to him about that, Jason, and yeah, he just made the argument. He said Reagan slept a lot, but he could still think good and, you know, said everything good and everything, but he definitely slept. And I was like, I don't know. But I feel that argument really good, Jason. That's a good point. Jane said, I guess Tom wasn't around then. Nope, definitely wasn't, but he, I I'm curious. I'm 45. How'd you guys know? I'm 45, man. Man, I'm glad I'm not 45. If I... When I'm 45, we're gonna be at the damn Stocked Up headquarters partying. I really don't understand CrowdStrike's chart. CRWD. What do you not understand about it, I guess? It's just showing the price action. They had all that bad news, so they dipped a lot. Right now, they're just kind of coming up off of all that volatility. You know, it's nothing crazy back up yet considering the drop, so... Just let me know what you don't understand about its sports, and I'll try to help you out. Mason said you'd be aging really good, yeah. Brain said I can hear the back pain in your voice. I have a lot of back pain for a 26-year-old, I'll tell you. Man, I did something to my back swinging golf clubs like a year and a half ago and really messed it up. You know, I'll be real with you guys. The past 3 years or 4 years, I used to feel so good that I never felt like I could ever get injured. I would ever have a problem. Nothing like that. The past 3 years, I feel like it's just like issue after issue. Whether it's like my back at golf, my foot, my pinky's messed up. It's just, it's so weird. Like getting old. I've always heard that, you know, getting old it sucks, right? I don't know. I'm starting to finally feel it. If you're out there and you're 18, trust me, and you think I'm sounding like an idiot, trust me, I used to think the same thing. For real, man. Like, if I just go do push-ups, like, my wrist will start hurting, you know? It's nuts. It's like, there's always something weird. Yeah, wait till you're 40. For real, Bob, I don't think I can. I don't think I want to. I don't even want to get there. I'm having my 3rd ankle surgery next month in 3 years. Damn, Mike. Prayers going out for you. Hopefully everything goes smoothly for that process. Hopefully I hear everything goes well for you. Brain says I look into my crystal ball. That's how you do it. Sports said, do you think it'll keep going up? I mean, on CrowdStrike, not too much, I don't think. I think right now we're just seeing some dip buyers on this, and I think we're going to see some consolidation on the chart. Like, I could maybe see it running up to retest, like, this resistance around, like, 300 or 295. Just keep in mind, like, these past few candles have been extremely volatile. Okay, we'll probably see some volatile moves to the upside as well mixed into this, so just keep that in mind. It doesn't mean it's going to happen today where we're going to see a huge run up, but, you know, like these little pops back, they look like a lot intraday, but they're pretty normal for a chart like this. Sean said, my dad says getting old ain't for sissies on the first tee box every time we play. That's funny. My dad gets angry. He always feels bad because so I'm 26, he's 56. he can still drive the ball like 270, 280 in the air when he hits it good on a good day. Maybe getting like 290, 300 if he really goes after it. But the crazy thing is how he talks about how he was young. He's like, man, I used to drive the ball like 310 in the air or higher. And I'm like, oh man. He says every 5 years it's like losing 5 or 10 yards. And I'm like, oh shit. Once he gets past like 40 or something, he said. Bob says, speaking of the future, what do you guys plan for the next 3 to 5 years for Stocked Up as a company? Of course, we can't give away everything, Bob, but there's a lot of stuff in the background, lots of updates to come. There's been a lot of stuff worked on in the background as well. It's going to be a pretty good one. Pretty good next few years. Definitely stick around for it. You know, stats show that a lot of you guys who are watching right now won't be around here in 3 to 5 years to continue, you know, your journey with us. And, you know, if that's the case, that's all right. But I hope to see you guys all here still in 3 to 5 years. Stick with it. I know for everybody who's new, trading can be very, very tough in the beginning. I will highly, highly, highly recommend starting a long-term account. I'll bet in 3 to 5 years we come back to this point and we'll look and we'll say, haha, we should have been buying that whole time, you know? I bet that's what we'll all come back to. But, you know, it's one of those things. Stats show how many people fall off over a course of a certain amount of time, especially in the trading world. Just, you know, stick with it, guys. It's not easy. The first 1 to 2 years is going to be tough. You know, I'd recommend taking it slow. Don't think you're going to be a pro day trader, you know, 6 months into trading. It's just not going to happen, you know. It's going to take some time. Be patient out there. It's a long journey. I hope to see you all here in 3 to 5 years. So I want you all to take this to heart as much as you can, because I've seen it happen a lot over 3 to 5 years. There's still some people like Cornish, Mason, a couple others like Christian in the Discord, new to Mo. A couple of you guys have been here for pushing 3, 4, 5 years at this point. Appreciate you guys. Sean said a lot of clubs nowadays would be considered senior shafts 10 years ago. Really, Sean? I didn't know that. Interesting. I did not know that. Bill Maurer, that's probably pretty funny, Philippines. But yeah, guys, you know, eventually, you know, one day getting like a headquarters going, stuff like that. Be in the works as a business. Be pretty badass. Sean said, I'll be here till you kick me out. It might not be too long with some of the comments you've been making. No, I'm just kidding, Sean. I'm just kidding. How are the Olympics going to affect the market? Man, sports, I don't think the Olympics are going to affect the market really at all, personally. I don't think it'll do anything. I mean, you might see some stuff like Nike, you know, maybe move a little bit or something like that. I mean, Nike's an interesting one. You know, it's been falling down a lot. It's finding some support now around 70. Actually starting to come up off the dip a little bit. The best it's looked since the initial drop. So keep your eyes on Nike here, actually. Very interesting in the short term. Bob said, I'm in my 40s learning from a 26-year-old. As long as it's good advice, you have to be flexible, learning from everyone in order to be here for the long term. Exactly, Bob. I mean, yeah, and you know, you could be 40 and you could be brand new to stocks, where I've been trading for like 8 years. So, you know, it's a time in the game, you know? Time in the game. Jay Harris says, I'm 40. I've been learning from Tom for years. Nice, Jay. Very, very nice. Yeah. Olympics is good for airlines. Is it? Well, the airlines might be getting a little overshadowed right now by the by the canceled flights. The Olympics, people better hope they're getting there on time with all these issues. They might not even make it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure they'll be fine. But people don't really want to attend in Paris. Did you guys see that they were making the Olympics participants stay in a hotel that doesn't have air conditioning for like climate control stuff? I thought that was one of the funniest things I'd ever read in my entire life, actually. I thought that was so funny. I actually couldn't believe what I was reading. In the Sochi, toilets weren't even connected? Ooh. Imagine winning a golf medal and sleeping in with no air conditioning. For real, Mason. Seriously, I'd be getting my own hotel. I heard that they were bringing their own air conditioning for there. Be Free says air conditioning is less common than most people think. Ugh. I don't know. I'd like to say for the developed world, you know, I don't know. Air conditioning? I'd say in the USA it's pretty damn common. And I like my air conditioning. I'd say that's a good thing to have as a what would I say? Civilization, right? Aircon's not as common in households. Yeah. I could see people not having it. You know, I know that it's a lot different over there, so it makes sense. I've heard of that, but I just know, like, at least in the USA, there's a lot of, I've never been anywhere without air conditioning, really. I'm sure in France it's a lot better in the summer than here. Man. If they had my summer, they'd be in something, I'm telling you. Surviving Vegas? Yeah, exactly, Brain. Like, can you imagine that in Vegas? Oh, my. Ugh. I don't even want to think about that. SPY moving higher towards like 550, 450. What? Bob went to a rental on vacation and there was no AC. I would get my money back for that, Bob. I would actually want it back. I'm not kidding. Depending where it was. Overseas, not very common. Damn. Yeah, I'll be real. I've never really went overseas, so I don't have much experience with that stuff. I'm not a huge traveler. I like my nice, cozy Midwest town. Not that I wouldn't want to, I just never really have. First world problems. Yeah, I've never heard of that. You know, I didn't realize that there was an AC. Like I didn't think it was that uncommon to have it, you know, but pretty weird. You learn some new stuff every day, I guess. I bet they have some good heaters, though. I doubt they have a lot of wood-burning heaters in Europe, though, because the environment, you know, you shouldn't... If the air conditioner's too bad, you probably shouldn't be polluting with burning wood all the time. You know, I don't know. Come on, Spy. How much are you going to reject right here? Come on now. Man, everything just slowed up. All right, guys. We'll probably end the stream there. Appreciate you guys joining up. These stocks aren't doing anything this morning. Apple's starting to fall off. Be Free said it definitely was. We have Zom and Oxy. Move around quite a bit. For real, Bob, I always say that, man. Everybody always acts like every other country's so much better than the USA. I'll be real. I don't buy it. I don't think many people buy it. You know, it's easy to look at other countries and say, oh my God, it's so much better than here. Well, go live there then, you know, if you like it so much better. But, all right, guys, we're going to end the stream there. Appreciate you guys joining up. I really do. A lot of interesting conversations today. You know, we had a lot of stuff going on with Biden. Got stuff going on with air conditioners. No, I'm just kidding. But nonetheless, very interesting this morning. A lot of crazy movement out there. Personally, not a lot of tradable price action from what I was viewing. Nothing that I necessarily loved on the price action side of things. I mean, some stuff like Tesla at open was nice. Microsoft at open. But besides those initial opening moves, I don't know, not the best price action in my opinion. Hopefully we get some better price action coming in towards the middle of today, maybe around the end, like a good power hour push, something like that would be a lot better. Of course, we'll be in the Discord talking about it as it happens throughout the day, so be ready for that.
I can never say all this to you, but I love you.
Why didn't you say this to me when I was alive?
That's a good point, Lefty. Yeah, if you're somewhere where the high is only 80 in the summer, that makes a lot of sense. Appreciate you all joining up, though. Be Free, Outlaw, Bob, Armando. Outlaw said, don't forget him. Did you ask a question or something? Let's see. I'm definitely not forgetting you in my thoughts, Outlaw, that's for sure. See you later, Performance. Brain, Sports. Mason, Demure, Jay, Sean, both Seans. Mike, Bob, Palmer, Carl, appreciate you there. Lurkers, appreciate you guys. Seriously, you guys make this what it is. 75 total votes today. Everybody's loving Tesla on the earnings, it looks like. Well, sounds good, guys. Have a great one. I will see you in the Discord today. Make sure you walk away with some profits. Let's go.